Welcome back to Outdoored, guys. Today we're going to be doing a video on the Shimano X-Pride B, and this is a casting rod. This is the 7.2 medium heavy fast action rod. Now these were released a little ways back, so I wasn't able to get my hands on them right away, so it took, you know, they're such good rods, everybody bought them up. I have caught some fish on it, so I didn't do an initial review on it, so I wanted to spend some time with it, catch some fish, to give you guys the most information that I can on it. Alright, so this particular model is rated 3/8 to 1 ounce. So I originally bought this because I feel like, you know, you can pretty much cover a lot of different techniques for bass fishing. So I currently have it set up as my Texas rig rod. I have the Mega Bass Sleeper Crawl currently tied on, but you know, you can put on it whatever you want. I just really like the way that it looked, which kind of roped me in. I did have the older X-Pride, a shorter one that I never really used. It was kind of stiff, but that was my fault for going with a shorter rod. That tends to happen when you go with the shorter lengths. Anyway, I'm going to show it to you real quick. I have the Shimano Antares DC currently on it, the newer one. And the handle on this thing is the monocoque handle, so it transfers like vibrations and bite detections up the rod. It's supposed to increase the sensitivity and all that, and the rod is super sensitive. So another thing to mention, the hook keeper is, you know, on the back, kind of low. They moved it lower on the rod so your line don't get wrapped in it. Also like that, it's got the high power X. I can show you the blank. I believe that's the strength in the rod. The way they do the blank, they kind of weave it together. But it's like a flat black. I will roll in some B-roll so you guys can see the blank up closer. All the guys are wrapped in black with like a silver outline too. It feels like pretty rough finish on it. It's not like a clear coat or anything like that, but I really like the look of it. I mean, it's straight black, not much going on right here. The real seat is the CI4 Plus. I do want to mention that as well. And it's got the Fuji SIC guides on it as well. So you got some cork here, and you got some cork right here on the handle. You got access to the blank right there. I'm not a huge like cork fan, so I really liked, you know, that it was split like that. There's not a lot to get dirty. I actually left the plastic on right here so it stays new looking. But like I said, one of the main reasons was I personally liked the design and look of it, but as far as functionality, I'll roll in some clips of me catching some bass. It's just a super fun rod to fish, and paired up with this Antares DC makes it that much better. Like, I was able to get long casts with it. It's a 7.2, so you know, you'll get a little bit more distance on your cast. I primarily bank fish, so longer casts definitely, you know, give me more opportunities to catch fish. I want to keep this video short. I just wanted to run down it real quick and like I said, just show you guys how my experience went with it. I think they retail for like $279.99 to like $310, somewhere in that price point. Tackle Warehouse, you know, depending on which model you go with, they have a pretty good lineup, so you know, you can go through there. I actually have a 7-foot medium spinning, and I have the 7.3 extra heavy cast and Shimano X-Pride B as well. Haven't done a video on those yet because I haven't fished those. This is kind of, like I said, my all-around bass fishing rod. You can do multiple techniques on it. I like having rods to where I'm kind of not stuck to one thing, and you know, I feel like this one did pretty good. I have fluoro on my Shimano Antares DC, but I'm more of a braid the leader guy. The fluoro is cool. It's just, I still could, like we were talking about the sensitivity, like I'll roll in the clip here. I could still feel the bite on a slack line and a long ways away from me on the fluoro. So it's not as sensitive as braid. That's part of having a good rod and reel setup, you know, a sensitive rod, which these days a lot of them are, but I feel like the technology you get from Shimano, they've been making rods so long, and for that price point is where I like to stay, between like the 250-ish, 300 mark. And I think they did a really good job on this rod, and I would definitely recommend it. Like, if you're looking for one for like Texas rigs, jigs, stuff like that, this rod to me has a very good action for all that. I got the fluoro set up for the reservoir because a lot of clear water in our reservoirs. I'm probably going to go braid the leader though, just because, I don't know, I just prefer that. All that's preference, but I just wanted to let you know what my exact setup was in case you guys were wondering. I felt like with the little extra length too, like on the longer cast, I could still control the fish and stuff like that. So, you know, I don't like too long of a rod, but I found like between that 7 foot and like 7.3 is a good sweet spot, especially for, you know, getting distance. And, you know, you gotta also remember, like when you're moving your bait with a longer rod, you kind of want to do slower, you know, slower pull, especially with like a Texas rig or a jig, because you're going to move the bait a lot more. So you'll see that in this video too. I'll roll that in. I got some really cool bites on the new Megabass Sleeper Crawl that you guys will see, and I was just doing little movements, and I could feel them little subtle bites, and you know, I just set the hook on them. And you know, I did have a few missed fish or lost fish. You know, who knows? It could be a million reasons why I didn't get them fish, but I like to go over that stuff and just tell you guys exactly how it went. You know, I'm not saying it's the bait or the rod. Could have been the line that I'm using, the fluoro. I haven't fished that fluorocarbon a lot, so like that's why I prefer braid. I just feel like you get a better hook set. But maybe it helped me in some situations. I still had a good day on the water. I caught a good amount of fish, and I broke in the new setup. I did fish the Shimano X Pride B before that. I hit a couple ponds and I caught some fish on it, you know, there as well. So that wasn't the only time. I like the way the action is on the rod too, because I felt like I had just enough tip. Like it's not real stiff. They did the, you know, the tip in the rod very good. When I, you know, went to make my cast, I feel like it gave enough to fling my bait out there pretty far. And I also had like the backbone when I did get the bite, reel up, set the hook, and it was strong enough, you know, to drive the hook home and hook up with some fish. So that's basically it. You know, if you want to see more videos like this, please let me know. Like I said, I got some other X Pride Bs. If you guys were looking to make a decision on those models, let me know down in the comments. Let me know, like I said, if you want to see more videos like these. Smash that subscribe button too, guys. I do a lot of hunting and fishing videos. I'm open to pretty much anything, so just let me know what you want to see. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Ring that notification bell too, so you get all my content as soon as it drops. Till the next one, you have officially been outdoored.